Hey, how you doing? This is Tom, and this is Tom's Radio Room Show, and I'm here with my new Tecsun H-501X radio. And in this video, I'm going to go over the knobs, the buttons, and the display. I'm not going to go into detail about the buttons, except to tell you in general what the functions are. Subsequent videos, I will be using those functions. So here we go. Over here, we have the volume knob, we have the treble control and the bass control. Over here, we have the attenuation, either local, normal, or DX reception. Here is the main band tuning, and there is the fine tuning. Up here, we have the display. You can select what is displayed up here by pushing this button. There's the memory page, time, timer 1, timer 2, and back to the signal strength and signal to noise ratio. Now, we'll go down here. We've already gone over these before. This is for setting the time. This is for setting timer 1, timer 2. Down here, these buttons on the bottom are for controlling the music player or player. Stop, start, go to the next track, go to the previous track, fast forward, etc. Here is the mode control to select either the radio or the player, the MP3 player, or, which it's not documented, turn on Bluetooth mode. Yeah. So this thing will receive your Bluetooth signals from, say, your cell phone and like place music that's on your cell phone through the speakers. Pretty cool. They don't even document that. I guess they just totally missed it. All right. Up here we have, and let me zoom in. We try to zoom in. I'm probably knocked the camera over so you can see that keyboard a little better. Get straight here. Not the best cameraman in the world. Get as close as I can without taking anything out of the picture. Okay, over here we have the AM band select. Bandwidth select. So you can select what the bandwidth is when you're in AM mode, like the medium wave, the long wave, and the short wave. Here we have the SSB and sync button to turn that on, and then down here we select either upper sideband or lower sideband. Down here we have page, minus, and plus for paging through the memory banks of where you've stored, or it has stored, stations when it did a scan or you manually stored stations. So you can recall those frequencies easily. Down here we have the delete button if you want to delete something that's stored in memory. Right here is the memory mode. You can select the memory mode, get in that mode, and then go through and do various functions with the memories. The numeric keypad. And then a lot of these keys are multifunction. For instance, the one key you push and hold, and it sets the FM band frequencies, whether you're in the United States or otherwise. Here you can turn the long wave function or band on and off because there is no long wave button here. You have to use this button. So you have to select long wave and then select medium wave / long wave button. And if you want medium wave, you have to hit it again. The number 3 button is for selecting either 9 or 10 kilohertz steps, depending again if you're in the United States or elsewhere. Some of these other buttons have hidden functions, which I'll be going over when I'm talking about the hidden features. The 5 button, it turns the backlight either on all the time, on demand, meaning what's the ambient light, or totally off. I got it on all the time now. Then we got the other numeric keys. This button here is to select either variable frequency mode, so you just tune the frequency or punch it in with a numeric keypad, or variable memory, which use the memory locations to determine what frequency is selected. Down here is in orange a little symbol. And what that symbol is, and I haven't used it yet, so I don't know how it works, is to organize what's in memory. And I think it's organizing it by frequency. I'm not sure. I haven't tried it. We'll have to get to that later. And then down here is the enter key, or they call it confirm key, that once you do a function and you need to confirm it, you hit that key. Over here are the various bands. Is shortwave plus and shortwave minus, whether you want to select the next shortwave, international shortwave band, or you want to select the previous shortwave band. When I say band, I mean in meters. Also, all these have the ATS function, automatic tuning and store. Push and hold these buttons. So if you're in the FM, push and hold FM. When you hold it, it starts searching for stations and stores it in memory. And I'll be getting into some of the details about memory storage in another video. The two shortwave buttons here, the shortwave plus not only selects the next shortwave band, jumps to the next shortwave band, but if you push and hold, it does the ATS function of only within the band you've already selected. If you push the minus, it scans all of the international broadcast stations and saves in memory any strong signals it finds. I think I've covered everything. I may have missed something, but later on I'll be going over all these functions anyway. I'll be using, let's get it out right here. I'll be using my checkoff sheet of all the functions that a radio could have. I'm thinking this radio is going to have about at least 90% of these functions. Okay, now we'll try to show you what can appear on the display, because there's a lot of things that can appear on this display, and they display when needed, I'll say, so you don't see them all the time. So here is the manual. Whoops. Let's see if I can get this lined up here. So here's the manual, and it tells you what the possibilities are on the display. And I'll briefly go over that just quickly. Here is nice big letters for the frequency. Down here is telling you whether it's being displayed in kilohertz or megahertz. This icon right here tells you whether the keyboard is locked. There's two things right here to tell you whether it's in lower sideband or upper sideband. Here it tells you whether it's in sync mode. Here it tells you whether the TF card, the MP3 reader, is inserted and it's in that mode. And then this right next to it, it tells you that it's in repeat track mode. Here's the battery indicator and timer indicators and the sleep timer time, or sleep time indicator, I should say. Over here is what band you've selected. So right now, showing SW for shortwave. And then up here, this can be a number of things, as I showed you before. So if you push this button, you can display different things. There's the default, which is the signal strength and the signal to noise ratio. And these 2 digits here, signal strength, and these 2 digits here. So I think I've covered everything. If you have any questions, please leave it in a comment. I will, in subsequent shows, I will be doing like band scans of the various bands. I will use some of these other functions, such as the sync function, the upper and lower sideband function, memory functions, the MP3 player. It's just, this radio has so many features. It's just overwhelming. I'm struggling with learning all these features and not delaying my videos to you. That's it for today. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this show, please give me a thumbs up and have a great day. Bye-bye.